This lock is commonly called a figure 4 type lock. And I'm going to initially teach it with a cross arm grab. From this grab, I want you to reverse the grab and grab his wrist. And notice we keep in here where we're like doing a push-up or bench pressing, so our arm is strong. Okay. So we do that, and then we come over, and see how I'm pushing that up, using that bench press or push-up so that I'm stronger, and I'm reaching through and grabbing my own wrist. See how that sort of has him locked up in a 4 type position. That pressure is trying to turn his shoulder out of the socket, which is making him want to go backwards. Now to drop him down, I can do a couple things. One, I can walk through with all my weight and take him down this way. Then I could slide around here and get a wrist lock to finish it. Plant the knee into his armpit, do a variety of things once he's on the ground. Alternatively, I can step up here, lock this on, and I can back up with my left foot and I can spin him down right here in this strong foot and put him right there. And then still smash him in the ribs with a knee, put this wrist lock on and pull up, smash him in the head with the other knee. A lot of things you can do once he's on the ground. So just the initial lock, 1, 2, take him down, smash him. There are several ways you can do the figure 4 from a punch. The first way I want to show you is a straight in punch, and we're going to go to the outside. So as the punch comes in, we have this block. The block that we've done we're all familiar with. From here, this hand is going to collapse at the elbow, and this forearm is going to push up. So I'm bending his arm this direction. Okay? If he starts to retract his hand, it just flows there too. So even if he's retracting his arm, like someone who knows how to punch should, you can still often get this lock because you want it to go that direction anyway. And as it folds up, you're grabbing through with this hand to your own wrist. Okay? Notice I don't have to grab him. I don't have to get a grab. I can come up here and lock that on wrist to wrist, and just the pressure is still keeping that in, and it's hard for him to get loose even though I don't actually have a grab. Then I can walk through with this to take him down, or I can do a backward pivot and take him down. So we got a couple different ways once you're there, depending on the flow of his body and where the energy is going. So again, we're here, that comes, we block, we lock up, grabbing my own wrist right here, wrist to wrist contact so he can't escape, and then I just walk through, take him to the ground. I got the wrist lock in the figure 4 here, still twisting on his shoulder. I could drive a knee down into his ribs or his armpit, however you want to finish that. So again, here I'm here, I don't want to fight. The punch comes in, so get out of the way, lock it up. This time I'll step backward, and then I did an extra spin around just to show you, and I could face the camera, how it's locked up when you're down. But either of those, walk through or spin backwards, will take the person down hard. We'll do one more time a little quicker. This version of the figure 4 lock is going to be a wider punch, so you can't get to the outside. We're forced to go to the inside. Okay. It might be inside, we might be hitting the person, some of those things we've already done. Trapping that hand. This time I want to go over. So this ridge hand is coming over to lock up. And there's, you're grabbing your own hand. Whether you grab or you just do the wrist to wrist. Okay? And I like it sometimes with just the wrist to wrist. It's quicker, so you don't have to have that grab. Once you're here, some people will teach to walk through. Some people will teach that same backward pivot. My preferred method that I learned in Korea is just to drop to this right knee, which you see me doing on a lot of techniques, as I pivot to that right knee and take him down really hard there. Okay? Then we still have him locked up where we can put some pressure on his shoulder and do a variety of things on the ground. So we're here, the punch comes, we hit, we lock up, we pivot to that knee, which takes him down hard and fast, and it just takes them straight down. And from here, the variety of things that you can do. I'm going to show you one more figure 4 from a punch, and again it's a round type punch, or it can be an overhead with a weapon, which we're going to get into in a future volume. But for this one, that punch is coming, we're inside again. Instead of going over, I'm going to come up underneath, and I'm going to, that ridge hand coming up and bending his arm, grabbing my own arm on top. Again, we don't have to grab his. He sort of just gets trapped in that configuration. It's tough for him to get his arm out. And once we're here, it's bending, taking the pressure down, is torquing on the shoulder. And again, instead of stepping through or backing up, the quickest way and most efficient way to put him on his back is just to pivot to that inside knee, and it drops him straight down fast and hard. Okay. So the punch is coming, we block and strike, shoot under, trapping with that figure 4, pivot to the knee, takes him down. This is a great technique. When you do it, be careful with your partner as you speed up. If they don't fall fast, you do a lot of damage to their shoulder. I mean, that dropping to the knee puts a lot of pressure very quick. So you're here, it's coming, there, take them straight down.